Good afternoon, everybody. Today is 22nd January 2020. Today, our lecture is Visuddhimagga, Purification. Today's lecture is just introduction and about the Bhakti, part 1. Okay, so before starting the lecture, we pay respect to the Buddha, saying Namo Tassa in 3 times, please. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Thank you very much for your watching. We try the first week of the January. We try to give the lecture, but I think a technical program we cannot be successful. That's why today we restart again the lecture. So, part of purification, Visuddhimagga, we will learn today. So, according to the name, if we want to the stage of purification, we need to go to the right path. So that lecture keep the right path how to make a purification accordingly. So the name of the lecture, this one is very, very popular in the scholar and the part of purification. Visuddhimagga. So Visuddhimagga, Visuddhimagga Pali works. We can divide it into two. Visuddhi plus Magga, like this. Visuddhi plus Magga. Visuddhi means purification. Magga means path. The meaning is the way of purification or the path of purification. The way is, Magga, the Buddha explained that Magga is we already know the Eightfold Noble Path, Majjhima Patipata. But Majjhima Patipata is included three categories. So Visuddhimagga also explain these three categories in very detail, and then give the example and then some meditator experience and explain in many ways. So that's why we need to learn this one. After learning foundation of the Abhidhamma, manual of the Abhidhamma, we can study the one Visuddhimagga. Okay, so Visuddhimagga, the Buddha explained in many ways, many Pitaka. So that's why the author of the Visuddhimagga, just he written according to the Buddha teaching. Buddha teaching meaning is Tripitaka, we call in Pali. So the Visuddhimagga, part of purification, is systematically summarized and systematically interpret the teaching of Buddha. We need to understand like this. Systematically summarize and systematically interpret or mention the teaching of the Buddha contained in the Pali Tripitaka. So Tripitaka, T meaning is 3, Pitaka means basket. English translation, Tripitaka means 3 basket. We are recorded. And the teaching of the Buddha are recorded. These 3 baskets and 6 council confirm is original, original teaching of the Buddha. So, as a principle, non-canonical authority of the Theravada Buddhism. So the Buddhism, there are 2 kinds of Buddhism: Theravada Buddhism and Mahayana Buddhism. But there's they believe the Buddha and they follow the teaching of the Buddha, but in different way. Anyway, 2 kinds of Buddhism, Theravada or Mahayana, whatever, believe the teaching of Buddha. So it's from the heart of the complete and coherent method of exegesis of the Tripitaka. Exegesis means a detailed explanation. Detailed explanation of the Tripitaka, 3 baskets, using the Abhidhamma method. Mostly Abhidhamma method is very profound teaching, like a science. So that's why the Visuddhimagga also follow using the Abhidhamma method, but including explanation with the other Pitaka. Abhidhamma Pitaka is Abhidhamma method is included in the the Abhidhamma Pitaka. Abhidhamma Pitaka. We have the 3 basket, one of the basket, but explain mixed with the other 2 basket, Sutta and Vinaya also. So it's we call Visuddhimagga. And then it set out the detailed practical instruction. Because the Visuddhimagga is a part of the way how to make a purification. So there's many practical instruction, because many meditators, they have a lot of experience, different experience they have. So these different experience mentioned in the Visuddhimagga. For many years, for developing the purification of mind. Purification of mind is the most difficult one in the world, because of the purification of the body is we know how to, and then little bit easier than the purification of mind. Anyway, so the Visuddhimagga is probably best regarded as the detailed manual for meditation master. So every meditation master, they always study the Visuddhimagga, because Visuddhimagga keep many information how to practice meditation, and if you have some difficulty, you can classify which one is how to sort it out. So that's one. The Visuddhimagga is also as a work of the reference, the work of the meditation reference. That's why Visuddhimagga is a manual for the meditation master as well. Okay, so before going to the explanation about the Visuddhimagga, so Visuddhimagga, explain many things with the 3 basket Tripitaka. So I would like to explain a little bit Tripitaka, 3 basket. So Buddha teaching, Buddha at the time, 2006 years ago, the Buddha, 45 years, he he taught 45 years. So these teachings are in many different occasions and in many different temperament and many different places. So these teachings are recorded in the three basket Tripitaka. So three basket is we had in Pali is Sutta Pitaka. The Sutta means discourses. Pitaka means basket. So basket of the discourses. Sutta Pitaka, and another one is Vinaya Pitaka. Vinaya is a discipline for mostly bhikkhu, monk, and bhikkhuni, monk, female, male, female, bhikkhu and bhikkhuni. So the Pitaka is a basket, so basket or the discipline, the Vinaya Pitaka, and then the third one is Abhidhamma Pitaka. So Abhidhamma Pitaka is a basket of the analysis. Yeah, analysis is a very naturally analysis. The elements like science. So Abhidhamma Pitaka. So we call basket or the analysis. So in these are three baskets. Three basket is a basket of the discourses, basket of the discipline, basket of the analysis. In Pali is a Sutta Pitaka, Vinaya Pitaka, and Abhidhamma Pitaka. In the Sutta Pitaka, there are five gurus. Five gurus means number one is a Digha Nikaya. Digha means a long. Nikaya is a collection. So long means not just only long. Digha means including long discourse. So that's why Digha Nikaya is translated in English as a collection of long discourses. Sometimes the Buddha explain in many different examples and many different step-by-step explanation in detail. So that discourse very long, like Samanyaphala Sutta, the whole night the Buddha explained. That's Samanyaphala Sutta, the whole night. So Samanyaphala Sutta is including in the Digha Nikaya. Very long discourse. We collect in this basket, Sutta Pitaka, basket of the discourse. Number one kind of collection is long discourse. So that's why Digha Nikaya, collection of the long discourse. And then second group is Majjhima Nikaya. Majjhima meaning is a middle, not too long, not too short. Not too long, not too short, the meaning. So Majjhima Nikaya. Majjhima means that middle land discourses. Nikaya means collection, so collection of the middle land discourses. And then the third one is Sanyutta Nikaya. Sanyutta Nikaya. Nikaya is a collection. Sanyutta means kindred discourses. So that's in the discourses. Sometimes the Buddha didn't explain, but the deity come to the Buddha and ask a question, and the Buddha answered. So recorded that one. And sometimes the deity, their view is correct or not, they want to verify with the Buddha. So at that time, sometimes their view is correct, so the Buddha verify, or this is correct. Sometimes it's not correct. You should view like in that way. So the Buddha make a correction. So anyway, the kind of Nikaya, the kind of discourse we call Sanyutta Nikaya, the collection of the kindred discourses. And then the fourth one is Anguttara Nikaya. Anguttara Nikaya, Anguttara means the Buddha is sometimes explain the fetters of the Dharma. Fetter of the Dharma increase, gradually increase. 1 feather, 2 feathers, 3 feather, 4 feather, 5 feather, up to 11 feathers, like this. So that's why Anguttara means a gradual discourse. The Buddha explained gradually feathers, many feathers, up to 11 feathers. So that's kind of collection we call Anguttara Nikaya, collection of the gradual discourse. And then the last one, the last group is Khuddaka Nikaya. Khuddaka, usually we call Khuddaka meaning small, but that one is not small. The group is many discourses, so the collection is the remaining discourses we collect in that group. So that's why here Khuddaka Nikaya meaning is a miscellaneous collection. Many mix together the remaining discourses what the Buddha taught. So that one we call miscellaneous collection, Khuddaka Nikaya. Khuddaka Nikaya is many. Okay, so Khuddaka Pata, Dhammavara included in the Khuddaka Nikaya. Dhammavara, you know, the Dhammavara is a very popular one. Udana, Itivuttaka, Sutta Nibbana, and Vimana, Uttu, Pitta, Uttu, Therakatha, Tirikatha, many. And Jaraka also, story. Many, the Buddha story, Jaraka. And then Nidesa, and Visuddhimagga, and then the Abhidhamma. Abhidhamma is many life of the sainthood. And then the Buddha, one side, history of the Buddha, and then Tripitaka, basket of the conduct, how to the Buddha Bodhisattva become enlightened in that discourse, Tripitaka. So included in the Khuddaka Nikaya. Okay, so I will go to the next one. Next Pitaka is a Vinaya Pitaka, basket of the discipline. Basket of the discipline is included in the five Suttas. One Sutta is a major offenses. Major offenses are Parajika Pali, and a minor offenses Pachittiya Pali, and a greater section Mahavaka, and a lesser section Chula Vaka, and epitome of the discipline Parivara. So explain the Parivara many examples. Many examples. The Buddha explained that with the example and what kind of discipline should be followed in that way. So that one is a Parivara. So five sections in the Vinaya Pitaka, and also Abhidhamma Pitaka has many different sections, seven kind of different sections. So the Abhidhamma Pitaka, the basket of the analysis, number one analysis is Dhamma Sangani. Dhamma Sangani is a classification of the phenomena. Yeah. So classifying the natural phenomena, the Buddha is explained in that section. And then after that, division, Vipassanā. Yeah, the Buddha make a different group with the division, various kind of the phenomena. So explain in that phenomena we call Vipassanā. Vipassanā is a division. And then third group is Dhatu Katha. Dhatu is element. Katha means a discourse. That's why in the English translation, the Dhatu Katha is translated discourse on the elements, like a chemical element. the Buddha explained in the universe. There are only phenomena. That phenomena is, Dhatukatha is explained like this. So discourse on elements, and then number 4 section is Pukkala Panyati. Panyati is a kind of the conventional truth, not ultimate truth, but explain, the Buddha explain some kind of Panyati, Pukkala Panyati, human type, Pukkala Panyati, and a Katawatu. Yeah, Katawatu is a very, very useful, and nowadays, because of nowadays there's many controversy points. So that even though at the Buddha time there are many different views how to make a purification. Many, many religious leaders, they try to teach how to make a purification, but in different view. Some are very wrong way. So there's a many controversy point. So that's why in the Buddha teaching is very, very democratic way. So that's why the Buddhas gave the trying to make a controversy point, trying to discard each other. Yeah. So the point of controversy, we call this one is a Katawatu, and number 6 section is books of the pair, Yamaka. Yamaka means pair. So Yamaka pair means that the Buddha make a 2 group. That's 2 group the Buddha explain in many different ways. In the universe, there are many phenomena. So that phenomena, the Buddha make 2 different groups and then explain these 2 groups, which are the same, which are the different, or something like this. Yeah, in many different ways. So that's a very interesting, the teaching Yamaka. Yeah. The book of hair, and then Patana. Patana is very popular. It's a causal relation between the phenomena. So Patana is foundation of the Patana we already learned. Yeah, causal relation. Everything happen in the world. There's a cause. There's a cause. Many cause related to give the result. So the Buddha explained 24 kind of the causal relationships between many phenomena. So that kind of Pitaka we call Abhidhamma Pitaka. So there are 3 kind of Pitaka, 3 baskets. There's a Sutta, basket of the discourse, Vinaya, basket of the discipline, Abhidhamma, the basket of the analysis. So the Visuddhimagga, now today we try to learn Visuddhimagga is included these 3 baskets. Explain more detail about the way how to make a purification of our mind, mostly our mind. Okay, so after that, I would like to little bit explanation right now nowadays happening. For developing purification of the mind is very essential work for the life of the individual, because our mind is not always purified. Sometimes mind is clouded with the defilements. Sometimes okay, sometimes it's not okay. So that's why the many we need to make a development how to make a purification of our mind. So nowadays more essential. Nowadays our world, outside and inside, in the ground and in the air, in the body, in the mind, very polluted with many impurity. So science already point out global warming because of the pollution, CO2 emission, something like this. So in Australia, there's a wildfire, very dangerous. It's going to destroy millions of lives. And also, right now, coronavirus in the China, very dangerous. Very dangerous. It's starting to spread, even though our city, Seattle, 1,000, contaminated with this virus. So we don't know. Our world is, many problems with the pollution. Plastic pollution also, microplastic is also very polluted in our society, in our sea. So animal and human being also. Coronavirus is spread from the animal because the animal life is not purified in their place, like in the sea. There's many polluted with plastic and the other things, many. So that's why the pollution is very concerned nowadays around the world. But not only outside world become dangerous like this, like pollution, but also inside world, which is called mind, is under the threat of such danger, like an extreme lust, extreme anger around the world. You see many different groups, different belief, they fighting each other, And then another one is extreme delusion. Extra the many mental defilements. It's like a pollution of our mind. They are look like pollution of our mind. So that's why the Buddha already pointed out that dangers 2060 years ago as well. Not right now. That's why today we learn that purification or the part of purification with Visuddhimagga. Okay, this is very important. I would like to mention that the part of purification is very important to learn, to study, because we love to make a purification of our mind. Okay, so not to study directly into the mind. The mind is how we every day in our daily life, mind is how make such kind of pollution. So mind is an inside wall in our body and mind. It's inside wall, and then we are always connect with the outside wall. Outside wall is like this. These are outside wall, like a visible object, sound, smell, taste, tangible object or touch, and the mental object, many thoughts. These various kind of the stimulation, outside stimulation object come to our mind. So mind is working with these various kind of stimulation, outside stimulation, and then mind respond to them with the manifestos. So manifestos sometimes good, positive manifesto, sometimes bad, negative manifesto. So that's why sometimes all mind is good, wholesome. Sometimes all mind is not good and wholesome. That's why it's depends on the manifestors. What kind of manifestor associate? So the mind becomes sometimes pure, sometimes polluted, and then respond with the bodily action in our daily life in various kind of manner, various kind of response, bodily action, and then talking, speech, various kind of speak, good and bad, and then various kind of thought. So the thought is a feedback to the speech also. Before talking, we thinking many times. And also the thought, various kind of thought, feedback to the bodily action also before doing something good or bad. Studying thought. So thought is very, very important. Yeah. So like this, our mind is polluted with then and respond in our daily life 3 kind of action. Karma, we call in Pali. So the karma has great energy to give the result in the future. That's why we born as a human being in this life, in the present life, because of the previous life, many previous life, we already done various kind of action, bodily action, verbal action, and then mental action. So that action, karma, accumulate the power to give the right now present life. And then in the present life, we try to do many action, karma, kaya karma, vachi karma, mano karma, we call in Pali. These 3 actions we collect. And also, the present moment collection of 3 kind of action, karma, will generate the result in the future, definitely. So that's why we are going to rebirth again and again. Samsara, we call in Pali, samsara, rebirth again and again, in that way. So if you want to try to stop the cycle of life, we need to try to stop the purify the mind. That's a way. There's a way. So the way, how to make it, the way is Visuddhimagga, part of purification. You know that part of purification explained in many details, many examples, how to follow the right way to make purification of our mind. Okay, so right now I would like to explain a little bit the chapter, how many chapters in the Visuddhimagga, part of purification. In the Visuddhimagga and the part of purification, there are 23 chapters. 22 is the main, but last chapter is explain the benefit of that. Little bit small chapter, including 23. 23. So in the Visuddhimagga part of purification has a total chapter is 23. So chapter 1 and chapter 2, which deal with the bhakti, sila, in Pali, sila means a morality, as a practice of resting. Practice of resting or practice of the withdrawal, neither present, no difficulty. It's not very difficult to practice, but just we need the kind of the patience to practice bhakti, And then chapter 3 to chapter 11 describe the process of concentration. Because the virtue, morality is not enough to clean our mind. Just protection from danger of mind, not our mind going to the danger zone. Virtue, sila, morality protect our mind, but it's not enough because already I told you, bodily action and verbal action come from mind, thought, thinking again, and then after that we talking, and then we make action, bodily action. So that's why if we cannot control our mind, we cannot train our mind, it's very close to the danger zone. So that's why the chapter Visuddhimagga, in the Visuddhimagga part of purification, chapter 3 to chapter 11, describe the process of concentration. Process of concentration is very important factors to train our mind. Without concentration, our mind becomes wide. Yeah. So that's why. Second step, we develop concentration power because we want to make a purification of our mind. The second step is, concentration power. So that's why chapter 3 to chapter 11 describe the process of concentration and then give the direction for attaining the concentration power by means of a choice of the 40 kind of meditation object for developing concentration, samadhi. Concentration is what we call in Pali samadhi or ekaggata. Yeah. But ekaggata generally say, ekaggata, the intensity is not very strong, but samadhi is more stronger power of concentration. We use a little bit different usage, ekaggata or samadhi. Okay, so and then chapter 12 and chapter 13 describe the reward of concentration. The reward of concentration meaning how we get the benefit from the practice of concentration. Fully developed concentration power without insight at the time. Just concentration, power, concentration, how we, what kind of benefit we get from the power of concentration. Samadhi, okay? And then chapter 14 to chapter 17 on the understanding entirely theoretical. So chapter 14 to chapter 17 explain about the wisdom. But these wisdom are just only theoretically explained. Okay? So after that, experience in general is decided and then separate components are described and accrue in the several alternate patterns in the chapter 14 to chapter 16.1 and up to chapter 16.12. This is very important. These chapters are included many experience. Different person has a different experience. So the collection of experience, different kind of experience, and the separate components are described in group in the several alternative patterns. Yeah, so this chapter also important to learn, to study. And then the rest of 16. The rest of 16 means 16, chapter 16 is up to 16.13 to expound the Four Noble Truths. The Ariya Satya in Pali, Four Noble Truths. Ariya Satya, the center of the Buddha teaching. The Buddha's teaching is the Buddha teaching main aim is to understand Four Noble Truth. Four Noble Truth is we already know Dukkha Satcha, Samudaya Satcha, Nirodha Satcha, and Magga Satcha. Yeah. Dukkha Satcha, truth of suffering. To overcome the truth of suffering, we have to do something. So we need to know the cause of suffering. So the second one, Samudaya Satcha is the cause of suffering, the truth of the cause of suffering. And then the way, and then the final goal is Nirodha Satcha, Nibbana, and then Eightfold Noble Path is the way on to, the way leading to the Nibbana, Nirodha Satcha. So that one is Magga Satcha. So there are four kind of noble truth, Ariya Satcha. So the center of the Buddha teaching is explained in the chapter 16, remaining chapter 16. After that, dependent origination. Dependent origination is, Paticcasamuppada. It's very, very important to understand which one is a cause to make a result. So the cycle of life, we need to understand our life, how the cycle, endless cycle. Endless cycle. So dependent origination or the structural conditionality, the feathers, many feathers explain cause and effect, the sequence cause and effect explained in that discourse. And it's deal with the aspect of arising. Arising means the process of being, the living being, process of living being. Explained in the chapter 16. And then chapter 18 to 21. Chapter 18 to 21 are practical explanation, and I give the instruction for applying the book knowledge or the theoretical knowledge. How to apply the theoretical knowledge. So chapter 18 to 21 explain and give the instruction for applying the book knowledge or the theoretical knowledge. We already studied from chapter 14 to 17 by the analyzing in instant or the meditated individual experience, many experience. So in that chapter, very important to learn. So we can take the lessons. We can learn the lesson from that. Dealing also with what may be expected to happen in the course of the development, concentration, samadhi, or panya, wisdom. So chapter 18 as a defining mentality and materiality, nama and rupa. So nama and rupa is the detailed explanation in chapter 18. So this first application of the chapter 14 to 16 is chapter 18 entity. And then the chapter 19 as a discerning condition. Discerning meaning is the panya. So the first application of chapter 17 are more detailed explanation in the chapter 19. Yeah. So chapter 19 are preparatory to insight probable, which being in chapter 20 with the contemplation of rise and fall. It's a Udyabhya Jnana. And then chapter 22, in chapter 22, the attainment of the four successive Brahmanic path. That our aim is to attain that stage. Path is a Magga, Supramanic is Lokuttara Magga in Pali. So 4 successive Supramanipat, the Chattaro Ariyamagga, Chattadoriyamagga is described in Pali. Is described in chapter 22. Visuddhimagga, the string entry mega, string entry person with the past view of the Nibbana. The extinction Nibbana meaning is the extinction of the craving, which originated suffering. So they sing as a first time. There's that part we call Visuddhimagga in Pali. String entry in an English translation. And then having till then being only intellectually conceived. Very strongly Western. The Western has a power to eradicate 2 kind of impurity of mind, doubt and wrong view, deity and vicikiccha in Pali. After the second part is which one? Sakaragami Magga. Sakaragami word Magga means Sakka means once returner in English translation. Sakaragami Magga, and then that one is Anagami Magga, non-returner, never ever return to sense existence. And then the last one is Abhidhamma in Pali, is Arhat, totally purified at that stage. Yeah. No more rebirth again. So explain these Magga part, Supramanipat Lokuttara Magga in chapter 22. And then finally, chapter 23, as a counterpart of the chapter 12 and 13, describe the benefit of the understanding. Benefit of understanding means the benefit of the wisdom. If we attain the kind of the wisdom, what kind of benefit we will get? So explain in the chapter 23. Okay. So the Visuddhimagga part of purification, there are these chapters included, 23 chapters are included. Okay, so right now I would like to explain just only part 2. Today, chapter 1. Chapter 1 and chapter 2 describe or explain about the Bhakti. So that's why today Visuddhimagga part of purification, chapter 1, description of the Bhakti in Pali is Sila Nidesa part 1. Today part 1, only part 1, because of very long explanation. So part 1. So Sila Nidesa explain. Okay. So before going to the description of the Bhakti, we need to explain the Buddha show the way of the purification. So what is the background, history? Why the Buddha explained that way? So there's a case, there's occasion. Without occasion, Buddha didn't explain. Buddha always Buddha teaching based on the occasion. And the Buddha laid down the discipline for the monk also. There's an occasion, the Buddha laid down the discipline. every Buddha never ever already did make a discipline. Yeah. So very interesting. Huh? The Buddha teaching, very interesting. So Sariputta, the chief disciple of the Buddha, Sariputta, is a very, very supreme Western person. So he know if the Buddha lay down the discipline, the Buddha dispensation is longer and longer in the world. So that's why one day Sariputta approached to the Buddha and request to the Buddha, Buddha, please lay down the discipline right now, because I would like to long life of the teaching of the Buddha. I would like to see long life of the teaching of the Buddha. So the Buddha, no, it's not possible, because very, very, expert that the doctor, he know the person maybe in future maybe next year, or there's a problem happen, then he know. But right now that person okay. But the expert, they know, oh, maybe that person next year something happen. But right now that person is no problem. That person don't want to take the treatment without something without happening something. Nobody want to take the treatment like this. Nothing happened. The Buddha never lay down the discipline. So the Buddha explained like that. So that's why here also the part of purification, Visuddhimagga, the Buddha explained in detail, based on Buddha teaching, is there's occasion. The occasion we are explaining right now. So once upon a time, while the Buddha, blessed one, are living at the Savatthi. Savatthi is a very popular city at the Buddha time. So at the time, it seemed that certain deity, celestial being. Celestial being is not very popular celestial being. That celestial being may be thinking in detail about the purification. That's why a celestial being came to the Buddha at night, in the night, and then in order to away with his doubt, because he has doubt. That's why he tried to approach to the Buddha and he tried to ask that question. His question is in Pali is Ando Chatta Tahi Chatta Chattaya Chattita Pacha Tandang Gotama Pochami Ko Imang Vichati Chatta. So Pali language, the celestial being asks to the Buddha question. Ando Chatta. Ando means inner. Ando means inner. Chatta means a tangle. Tangle means a very complicated tricks each other. Chatta. Ando Chatta. Ando Chatta. Because of the celestial being, he understood. Inside of him, not only him, but also the other living being has a problem. That problem is inner tangle. There's an inner tangle. many complicated tricks inside. So that's why he mentioned like this, Ando Chatta. Inner tangle, Bahi Chatta. Another one, Bahi. Bahi is the opposite of the Ando. Ando and Bahi is directly opposite. Ando is inner, Bahi is outer. So outer tangle. Yeah, outer tangle means many things. And in according our view, one person, another person has a different view, different idea, different mansion, many. So these many things we call Bahijata, outer tangle. So there are two kind of tangle, inner tangle and outer tangle. Ando chatta Bahichatta. Chattaya chattita pacha. Pacha means living being. Living being means here mentioned translating this generation, not other person. This generation right now, our generation is untangled in the tangle. Chattaya, chattita. Chattita means untangled. Chattita is untangled. Chattaya means in the tangle. Like this. So that's why the translation is this generation, this our generation, our society, our living being is entangled in the tangle. Very, very complicated way. Twist many things. Tricks with many things. So, Tantang Gautama Bochami. Gautama is the clan name of the Buddha. At the Buddha time, many celestial beings and many other religious leaders, they call to the Buddha Gautama. Yeah, because of our Buddha clan name is Gautama. That's why the nature, the Indian nature is like this. So that's why here the celestial being called to the Buddha Gautama. So I asked all the Gautama Buddha this question. The question is, Ko ima vijate jatta. Ko, who? Ko means, in Pali, ko means who? Iman jatta. Iman jatta means this tangle. Iman means this. Jatta means a tangle. Iman jatta. We need to combine these two words, Iman and jatta. Okay? Iman jatta. This tangle. Vijataye. Vijataye means succeed in this untangling. So that's why I translate who succeed in this untangling this tangle. Please answer this question. So he asked to the Gautama Buddha. Yeah. So that's why the Buddha explained to the celestial being part of purification. Yeah. So that's why the author or the part of purification author, his explanation starting with this Buddha, the celestial being's question and the Buddha answer. Yeah. So how the Buddha replying to that question? Okay. So before the Buddha answer, we a little bit explain about the tangle. So tangle here, tangle means two kind of tangle. The celestial being mentioned, inner and outer. Anyway, inner and outer tangle, the twist, the complicated twist things, is a term for the network of the craving, not the other thing. The network of the craving means seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching, thinking. In our daily life, we get the many objects from the outside world, many stimulation from the outside world, and then inside world, inner there's a craving. That craving make a network with the outside and inside and make a many twisted program. tangle. We call the celestial being called tangle, jatta. Yeah. So for that is a tangle. Jatta is in the sense of the lacing together. Lacing together, I mean the twisting together. Yeah. Like a tangle called the network of the branches in the bamboo thickness. Yeah. So in the Asian country, in the forest or the tropical forest, there's a lot of bamboo forest. Very difficult to enter the bamboo forest because the many branches of the bamboo, many connect each other, and there's a network. So extra like the example, because of in our mind, body and mind go on the horizon again and up and down among the object of the consciousness. One we see, one we hear, one we smell, one we taste, one we touch, one we think. After thinking many times with the object, with these objects, we make many problems, tangle. Like this. So consciousness beginning with what is visible, what is hear, what is smelled, what is touch, what is taste. Yeah, what is thought. After thinking again and again, many times, we have different kind of consciousness, wholesome or unwholesome, or many kind happen with the various kind of positive manifestors and negative manifestor, etc. So that's why it is called the inner tangle and outer tangle, because it arises for one own requisites. All requisites meaning our properties. Our properties is just only we think our property, even though our body is not our properties, isn't it? Our bodies depend on the body, the condition, our body, our mind. We say our body, our mind, but not our properties. Because these always depend on the condition, not our own will. They never follow our own will. They just follow according to the condition, any condition. That's why we think we craving for our own requisites. We think like this. Another for another's meaning is we mention, it's me. It's me. There's my house, my car, my temple. Many things like this. So that's why our own requisites and others for one old person and others. So many internal and external basis for consciousness. So our internal basis, eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind. The many internal and external basis, also the object, many objects. Our visible object to other person connect, network like this. So many happening in our world is just external, internal basis for consciousness. That's all, nothing. But we think, oh, this is my house, this is my temple, this is my country. We think like this. It's a conventionally it's true, but ultimately not true. Okay, so that's why here the the celestial being, he think like this. Oh, we have a lot of problem inside and outside, internal and external, inner and outer, inner tangle, outer tangle, very, very complicated problem in our society, in our world. Never ever end unless happening. The deity, the celestial being thinking like this. So that problem, who will sort it out? Who will try this and untangle? So he's thinking, but he doesn't know the answer. What is the answer? That's why he trying to approach to the Buddha and ask that question right now. Okay? Yeah. So okay. So the inner tangle and outer tangle, we can explain like this here. That diagram explains our life. That diagram explains everybody's life, just only happening these things in our daily life, every single moment. Nothing. So, every day we have we have the inner base, eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, and the mind. There are 6 kind of base. All living beings, not only us, all living beings, animal, and then the other living being, including celestial being, and all kind of living being has these 6 base. But there's a special case, assumption. For asanya satta, mindless being, arupa satta, and no formless being, no body. Yeah. So special case, just few special case assumption. Mostly, every living being has these 6 kind of internal base. So these internal base not just happening, they are always working with the external base, 6 external base. Visible object with the eye, sound with the ear, smell with the nose, taste with the hand, touch with the body. So in our daily life, we see like this. I'm working engineer, I'm a doctor, I'm many different profession they mention, but only these 6 kind of external base and internal base working. So these external and internal base working. So the eye consciousness in our mind arise, ear consciousness arise, nose consciousness arise, tongue consciousness arise, body consciousness arise, and mind consciousness. That's why we have the awareness. Without awareness, our life meaningless. Like a tree. Like a tree. Yeah. So these 3 things, internal base, external base, and consciousness, these 3 things are contact in one single point we call phassa. Yeah. So Tainan Singati Phasso, the Buddha said. Tainan means eye, visible object, and eye consciousness. The 3 things, Tainan. Singati means meeting together. Singati Phasso, phassa arise. Contact arise at it. Contact is a kind of manifest, isn't it? Universal manifest. That's why we need all kind of mind working with the phassa. Yeah. So phassa make very strongly feeling. Here, you see. Feeling. Very strongly phasa, colliding each other, these three things, that feeling very strong. Yeah. So at the time, what happened? The strong feeling make another result, another thing. Another thing is a possession. Very strongly, possession means very strongly keep that information, how we feel. Yeah. Sometimes the feeling, good feeling, sometimes bad feeling, whatever. The possession just store the information in your stream of mind. Yeah. That's why long ago, information we remember. Huh? Yeah. Not this life, not the present life. In the previous life also, previous life possession, like a shadow of present life. Influence, there's some influence in this present life. Yeah. Very interesting. The Buddha story of the Buddha. The Buddha and the Devadatta. Devadatta is enemy. But no enemy. Devadatta and Buddha is a cousin. The cousin, kind of the one family. Huh? They born together in the kingdom, but kind of like an enemy. Because of before many life, one of the life, they are the kind of the business, the enemy studying. So that possession, that information, the Devadatta stream of mind keep that information many life. Even though they met each other like the father and son, but they look like enemy. Father and son usually love each other, but they never. You can imagine. So that's why. How important it is. The feeling, very strongly feeling, make a strong possession, keep very deeply inside information in our stream of mind. That possession sometimes give the information to do something. So Manda, here you see the arrow from possession to Manda formation like this. Here to here, connect. So Manda formation means trying to react, trying to respond according to our feeling, according to our possession. Very strongly feeling, very strongly possession. That reaction also very strong. Yeah. So that reaction may be bodily action, kaya karma, or bhava action, vachi karma. We, in our daily life, response is there two kinds. We can see it, we can hear it. But another action also. Another action is thought, not just thinking in your mind. So that kind of Manda formation loop again to the mind. Later, we thinking again and again, and then we make a karma again like this. But At that time also our action, bodily action and verbal action as well. Kaya karma, vachikama as well. So, the like this in our lives. So the very tangle is the celestial thinking tangle, very complicated twisting is absolutely right. Here, we see many arrows connect each other. Very complicated way, isn't it? Yeah, that's why the Andopachatta Bhichatta mentioned like this. Yeah. So the celestial being, I think that celestial being is very intellectual. He thinking he is a very wise celestial being. That's why he thinking, oh, there's a problem we have. So how to sort it out? I need to ask the Buddha. He trying to approach to the Buddha. Okay. So here I would like to explain a little bit about the tangle. Okay. So since it arises in that way, this generation means our generation. Our generation is entangled in the tangle. According to the previous diagram, as a bamboo forest, etc., entangled by the bamboo tangle. So this oral living being is all entangled by the tangle craving. The Buddha mentioned only saying here craving. Craving is the second noble truth, samudaya satya. Because cause of suffering, that craving, that tangle craving, the cause of suffering, is meaning that it is intertwined or interlaid. That means intertwixt each other in complexity. And because it's entangled like this, so I asked to the Buddha. The meaning is, so around the world in the universe, there are many living beings, but these living beings has a problem like this tangle. That's why, how to free from this tangle? I asked to the Buddha, Gautama Buddha, this question. Gautama Buddha is a clan name of the Buddha. He addressed. So who has ability to succeed this disentangling, this tangle? Who may disentangle? So he would like to know to the Buddha explain. So this tangle keep the three kind of existence. Three kind of existence. Karma, bhava, sensuous existence. Karma, bhava, sensuous existence. And rupa bhava, form existence. Arupa bhava, formless existence. Three kind of existence. So these three kind of existence are entangled in that way. So that's why what he asks is, who is capable of the disentangling? He would like to know. Okay, so that question is in Pali is ko imam vijjate jittan in Pali. Who is capable of disentangling it? Okay, so when the question to the Buddha how respond, how reply, how Buddha gave the answer. We need to continue to study. So one question does, the Blessed One, the Buddha we call whose knowledge of all things is unimpeded. The Buddha, everything the Buddha know. So deity of the deity, Deva in Pali, excelling Sakka, ruler of the cause, and the excelling Brahma, the fearless in the possession of the full kind of perfect confidence. So that is the Buddha has no fear because he knows everything in detail and clearly. So that nobody can complain. That is not correct what the Buddha teach. Never ever. So that kind of the wisdom the Buddha has. So that's why the Buddha has no fear, fearless. And then wider of the time power, Dasabala. With the Buddha power has a time kind of power the Buddha has. And all seer with the unobstructed knowledge. Nobody disturbs the knowledge of Buddha. So Sabinyudanyana, the Buddha see all things. So that's why the Buddha uttered this stanza, this verse, in reply to the question of the celestial being, is to explain the meaning. Sile Patethaya Naro Sapanyo Chitam Banyan Cha Pawaya Atapi Nipako Piku So Ima Vichati Chatta. This is this verse, this stanzas come from the Samyutta Nikaya, the discourse of the basket of the discourse, kindred discourse. Samyutta Nikaya Chatta Sutta. The reference is Chitta Sutta. Anyway, so the Buddha replied in Pali language as well. Sile Patithaya Naro Sapanyo Chittam Banyang Cha Bhavayang Atapi Nipako Bhikkhu So Imang Vichati Chatta. Sile Patithaya Naro means a person. Sapanyo. That person has ability. That person should be qualified. Sapanyo. Sapanyo meaning is when he born with the wisdom. Yeah. So this is a Navi wisdom. Jati Panya, we call in Pali. Jati Panya. The relinking consciousness with the wisdom. Yeah. Patisanichitta, the Patisanichitta, relinking consciousness with the wisdom. Jati Panya. Without that Panya, that wisdom, the person has no ability to make entanglement. Okay, so that's why the Buddha mentioned Naro Sapanyo. Naro is a person, but that person should be Sapanyo means with the wisdom. With the wisdom means when he born with the wisdom. That person, Sile Patithaya. Sile means bhakti. Patithaya means he should practice bhakti. Yeah. That meaning. And then Chittam Banyan Cha Bhavaya. Chitta meaning is directly meaning chitta is a consciousness. But here it's not consciousness, not only conscious. Here is a concentration. I will explain later, okay? And panya is wisdom, okay? So chitta panya bhavayam meaning is practice again and again, not only one sequence. Maybe it's depend on temperament. Some person not many time, but some person need many practice. So bhavayam means practice many time. So chitta panya, power to get the power, mind, power, wisdom. He need to practice again and again. So what we need when he practice is mentioned here, atapi, nipako piku. Atapi is very strongly energy. Strong energy. Atapi means burning the defilement, under defilements. Should be strong enough, strong power of energy to destroy mental defilements. We call atapi. So burning up all mental defilements. We call atapi. And nipako also another name of the wisdom. Nipako here means another name of the panya, wisdom. Panya, nipako, say. So here Buddha mentioned three kinds of the panya. Sabbanyo, naro sabbanyo, this one is one kind of wisdom, isn't it? Naro sabbanyo, one kind of wisdom, number one. And then second line, Chittam Panyan Cha Bhavana. Second mention is Panya, also wisdom, number two. And then Nibbako, third line, Nibbako, the third time, Buddha mentioned also wisdom. So here, we need to understand three kinds of wisdom. Okay, I will explain later the three kinds. So, one the person who we call bhikkhu. Bhikkhu means who fear rebirth again and again. That person we call bhikkhu. No, not monk. Sometimes monk, bhikkhu, we call in Pali, but sometimes lay people also who fear in rebirth, round of rebirth, samsara, that person also we call bhikkhu. Okay, so I will explain later a little bit more detail. So that person who already qualified in such way, saw iman vichate chatta. That person saw means that person iman chatta. We together these two words, iman and chatta. This tanglement, this tangle, iman chatta, this tangle, vichate. Vichate means disentangle. Okay, so that's why here translation. When a wise man established well in virtue, developed consciousness, not just only consciousness, concentration very strongly, and understanding wisdom, then as a bhikkhu, a person who fear in round of samsara, round of rebirth, with ardent, with very strong energy and sagacious. Sagacious means wisdom. That wisdom is very strong, powerful wisdom to destroy all mental defilements. That person, he succeeds in disentangling this tangle. The Buddha answered like this. So here we have to discuss about the answer of the Buddha in more detail. Okay, so the author of the part of purification, Visuddhimagga, he mentioned he's studying with these stanza the question of the celestial being and the answer of the Buddha. So he mentioned, my text is known to set out the true things, what the Buddha means, to explain to the deity, celestial being, divided into Bhakti and the rest. The first Bhakti, Sila, and the rest is the concentration, Virya or Atapi, and Nibbana, wisdom. And here is wisdom, three kind of wisdom. Of this same verse composed by the great saints. Great saints means generation to generation, many arahant, they compose the same verse in that way. Because of the teaching of the Buddha, they carry. Yeah. Okay, so these are here in the bitter dispensation. Dispensation means the teaching of Buddha. Seeker gone forth from home to homelessness. So a person who searching for the purification. So that one he from home to homeless means that he became a monk. And then who are although desiring purity, that person know very well the danger of the defilements, kilesa, but although desire purity, but they don't know the way, the right way. They don't have the right knowledge, how to make it, how to make a purification. That's why I have no right knowledge of the sure straight way. Sure straight way means the Eightfold Noble Path. Eightfold Noble Path. Atingika Magga, or Magga Satya in Pali. So comprising Bhakti and the other two, concentration and wisdom, because the right way consists of the three training. The right way consists of the three training, comprising Bhakti, Sila, and then the other two is Samadhi, concentration, and Panya, wisdom, isn't it? So we already learned that the Eightfold Noble Path, there are 8 fetters, isn't it? 8 fetters is compiled into 3 groups. Sila group, morality group, and Samadhi group, concentration group, and wisdom group. Yeah. So here, like this. So right hard to find that way. Not easy, but there's a way that leads to purification. Who though they stride means a very strong energy. They try to make the practice to eradicate mental defilement with very strong energy. So here gain no purity because they don't know the right way. That's why to them who don't know about the right way, I shall expound the comforting part of the purification. Pure and exposition, so rely on the teaching of the dweller. So the other at the time living in the Mahavihara, great monastery at the time he mentioned. In Pali is a Mahavihara. Great means Maha. Monastery is a Vihara. So great monastery. In the great monastery, let all those who good men who do desire purity, so listen intently to my exposition, to my explanation. So the author mentioned like this. Okay, the author on the about the part of purification, Visuddhimagga. Okay. Okay, so I would like to hear, I would like to explain a little bit more about the meaning of the part of purification. Here, purification, Visuddhi mean should be understood as a Nibbana. Yeah. So purification means not only just mental purification. Nibbana meaning is Nibbana which being devote all state. State means something in our globe there's state very difficult to remove, isn't it? Like this. The mental defilement in our mind, one time, if we cannot remove it, later more and more arising again and again and again and again. At the time, the strain more bigger, and more difficult to remove. Like this. So that's why the Nibbana has no more defilement. That's why Nibbana is very pure thing in the world. Yeah. So that's why all Buddhism main aim is Nibbana. To reach that kind of the ultimate purity. Utterly pure. It's utterly pure, Nibbana. So that's why here purification means Nibbana. So the part of purification is the path to that Nibbana purification. It's a mean approach that is called the path. So the meaning is I shall explain that part of purification is the way leading to the Nibbana. Okay, so in some instances, some cases, some occasion, this part of purification taught by insight alone. Yeah, sometimes insight alone, not three. Insight means wisdom, alone wisdom, not with the sila, virtue, and then samadhi, concentration. So it's that teaching is sometimes we already know in Dhammavada, Sabbe Sankara Niccati, Yada Panyaya Passati, Atani Bindadi Tukhe, Esamako Visuddhiya. So that Pali in the Dhammavada, 277 bars, number of bars is 277 in the Dhammavada. So the Buddha said like this. So when we the formation, all formation, sabbe sankhara, are impermanent nature. Sabbe sankhara nature. Yada panya basati. When we see such impermanent nature with understanding, wisdom, yada panya ya pasati. Panya meaning wisdom. With wisdom. Pasati means see. Yada means one. Yeah. Yada panyaya pasati. Atha nebindati dukkhe. Atha means at the time. At that time, the turn away from what is A. Here translate like this. Atha nebindati dukkhe. Dukkhe means ill means here dukkha. Suffering. Yeah. When we see, when we know, when we understand, then the meaning of the suffering, yeah, the meaning of suffering, very deep meaning, what the Buddha said. So when we see the meaning of the suffering and the cause of suffering, and we turn away from that, so there's a athanebindati dukkhe. Isamago Visuddhiya. There's a part to purify. Visuddhiya. Yeah. In the Dhammavada. So at the time, the insight, mention only insight, purity, the understanding. But actually, the Buddha teaching is not only wisdom. To get the wisdom, we need training in 2 steps. Sila, first step, Samadhi, second step. And finally, we reach the 3rd step, wisdom, understanding, Panya. So like this. So that's why the word insight alone are meant to exclude not bhakti, etc., but seniority, the sincerity, this is a jhana, the very strongly power concentration, which is opposite number in the pair. All is there together. Serenity and insight, concentration, samadhi, and insight, wisdom. Samadhi and wisdom are all the way together. Without samadhi, no wisdom. No wisdom, no samadhi. So they are supporting each other. Samadhi, concentration, and panya, wisdom, supporting each other. So the Buddha explained in many these things together. Okay, so that is for emphasis. But the what alone actually exclude only the concentration with the distinction of the jhana. Jhana means a very strongly power concentration. For concentration is classed as both access concentration. Access concentration is a upachara samadhi, and absorption concentration, appana samadhi. Yeah. So we need to understand these 2 kinds. But not only 2 kinds. For Vipassanā, inside the mindfulness meditation, another kind of concentration is momentary concentration, Kanika Samadhi. It's Kanika Samadhi is included in the access concentration. Yeah, that's why here only mentioned 2: access concentration, upachara samadhi, and absorption concentration, appana samadhi. So taking this stanza, what the Buddha answer as a teaching for one whose vehicle is insight, does not imply there's no concentration. Only the concentration is always closely working with the insight, wisdom. Okay, so for no insight come about without momentary concentration in the Vipassanā mindfulness, Kanika Samadhi, in the mindfulness meditation, Vipassana. So, and again, insight should be understood as a 3 contemplating. Contemplating means 3 kind of the anupassana in Pali. Anupassana. Anupassana is nature anupassana, contemplating of the impermanence, nature anupassana, and dukkha anupassana, contemplating of the pain or suffering, and anatta anupassana, contemplating of no soul, no self. Anatta anupassana. So 3 kinds. With the 3 kind of training, we gain the insight, wisdom. Okay, should be understood like this. Okay, so that's why established in the verses of the Buddha answer. The Buddha answer in Pali, we need to remember. What is it? Sile patetaya naro sapanyo. The Buddha said. The Buddha starting Sile patetaya. Established. Patetaya means well established in virtue. Sile means virtue, in virtue or morality. So establish well in virtue. So standing on virtue, that means the virtue like a ground. A person who makes a strongly standing, so he needs ground. So bhakti is like a crown. That's why the Buddha mentioned like this, standing on the bhakti is only actually fulfilling bhakti who is here set to stand on bhakti. Okay, so that meaning here is that being established well in bhakti by fulfilling bhakti. That meaning is that keep on observing bhakti. So a man, naro, in Pali, sile patitaya naro. Naro here means a man, a living being. A man here means not man, no woman. A man here means generally saying, naro Pali is more better. Translation, man is confused. So naro is a living being. Generally saying, naro is a living being. So that living being is a tsapanyo, should be wise. Should be wise. Sapanyo means it should be wise. So wise person. But nobody just born, nobody became wise. But that means not that meaning here. The Buddha meaning here is wise meaning possessing the kind of understanding or wisdom that is born of karma. Karma cha panya. Born of karma means by means of the rebirth relinking consciousness with triple root cause. Triple root cause, there are Hedupachya root condition. You need to apply the root condition. Tihetuka, 3 root. Tihetuka means a good 3 root. Aloba, non-attachment. Adosa, non-hatred. Adosa, amoha, non-delusion or wisdom. Amoha means wisdom. That wisdom. And the person who born rebirth relinking Prisandi already included the 3 root, triple root cause. Aloba, adosa, amoha. The meaning. Okay? But that root is not actually wise. Actually wise means we need go to the practice, and we need study, we need go to school and we learn. Not already wise. There's already to study, to learn something. The meaning that we call it jati panya, vivid understanding. Jati panya. I explain a little bit more detail later. Okay. So the 3 triple root causes are greed, non-hate, and non-delusion. Okay. So develop consciousness and understanding. The second paragraph, the Buddha saying, Chittang Panyancha Bhavayam, isn't it? In Pali, what the Buddha answer? Chittang Panyancha Bhavayam. So Bhavayam means a develops consciousness and understanding. The meaning. The direct meaning. Okay? The direct meaning in the Buddha Pali word, Chittang Panyancha Bhavayam. Bhavayam means develops again and again, trying, practicing. By practicing again and again, that means it develops. Consciousness is a chitta, and understanding is a panya. So that means that we need to develop both concentration and wisdom inside. Wisdom. So that's why it is a concentration that's described under the heading of the consciousness, the Buddha mentioned. But not directly consciousness. Under the meaning of the heading, consciousness is concentration. Because concentration is power of mind, power of consciousness. One of the power of consciousness, isn't it? That's why. And then insight is the most, important one to destroy all mental defilement. That's why the Buddha mentioned separately panya, insight, wisdom, and another death or understanding. Chittang panyam cha bhavaya. So the panya is second time mentioned. First time naro sapanyo. Panya. First time is jadi panya. Second time panya. Chittang panyam cha bhavaya. Second time panya is what kind of panya? Vipassanā panya. Inside wisdom. Okay? Different. Okay? Jati panya is one we born with the non-delusion. Delusion. Second panya is we need to make a development of the inside wisdom, vipassana, wisdom, vipassana jnana. Yeah. So that's why the Buddha mentioned Chittang Panyancha Bhavayan. Yeah, Bhavayan means you need to try to develop again. Okay? So very important to understand the answer of the Buddha. And the third line the Buddha answered in Pali is Atapi Nipako Bhikkhu, isn't it? Atapi ardent. Atapi means ardent. Ardent meaning is very strongly possessing energy. Virya. Yeah, Atapi, another name is Virya. Okay? Virya. Yeah, Virya. Virya means Vira means very, very strong mind person. They have a, they have an energy. Yeah. Because they want to be successful, that one, they try again and again. They never give up. Never give up something. Here also, never give up the power of defilement. Yeah, so Atapi means ardent energy, virya. Atapi, Masati Patana Sutta, say Atapi Sambachano Satima. Yeah, that's right. So here also, Atapi Nipako Bhikkhu, here mentioned. Or it is energy that is called Atapa. Atta. Atapa means a sense of burning up or concerning up the mental defilements, impurity of mind. So Atapa means burning up or concerning up or destroy or eradicate or we can translate in many words. With Atapana or Pritapana in Pali. Atapana, burning up. Atapana, Pritapana is surrounding, burning, surrounding. Yeah. So no way run away the defilement, all defilement burn up. Like this. With the virya, with the strong energy. Yeah. That's why when we practice meditation, we need virya, isn't it? Without virya, we cannot continue the practice. So he has that, thus he has ardent. Atapi. Sambajano meaning is, Nipako meaning is Nipako meaning is sagacious. Translate in English, sagacious meaning is very, the understanding is very, very higher understanding. We call sagacity. Wisdom. Wisdom. Say. So this was show wisdom is a protected wisdom. Understanding, here understanding means on that the Vipassanā, the inside wisdom is still the influence of the defilement. Sometimes wisdom very powerful, and then the power of defilement is low, but sometimes power of defilement high, the Vipassana wisdom, inside wisdom low, like this. But finally, Adabi Nibbana is a wisdom, isn't it? Nibbana is a wisdom. Their wisdom here we see protected understanding, protected wisdom. Protected means totally under protection from danger or defilement. That meaning is for example, Visuddhimagga, the wisdom with the Visuddhimagga, that wisdom, no worry about the danger of doubt and wrong view. Yeah. That meaning protected wisdom is Magga-jnana. Visuddhimagga or Sakaragami Magga-jnana or Kami Magga-jnana or Arhata Magga-jnana. Yeah. That wisdom is protected, fully protected from danger of the defilement, kilesa. Yeah. That's why here mentioned protected understanding. So here, that panya is we say in Pali is a pariharika panya. Yeah. Okay, but first let you know I put this one a little bit. I didn't make it in the first notes. Sorry. So yeah, we understand. For understanding mentioned here 3 times. The Buddha mentioned 3 times. Sile Paritaya Naro Sabbanyo, first time. That Sabbanyo is what we call Jati Panya. Vivid understanding. Jati Panya. Yeah. Jati means born. Jati means Pali Jati means born. Panya is a wisdom. That Panya, that wisdom with the born. Okay, Jati Panya. So Sile Patitaya Naro Sabbanyo, that Panya is a Jati Panya, the Buddha mentioned like this. And then second one, the Buddha mentioned Chittang Panyam Cha Bhavaya. The second mentioned Panya, wisdom, is understanding consisting in inside wisdom. Vipassanā Panya. Yeah, this is Panya, but Vipassanā Panya, isn't it? Inside wisdom. That's why the Buddha mentioned Bhavaya. Chittang Panyam Cha Bhavaya. Yeah. And then that time mentioned Atabi Nibbana Bhikkhu. Yeah. Atabi Nibbana is a Panya, isn't it? I already told you. Atabi Nibbana means here wisdom, another name of wisdom in Pali. So find the third one, that wisdom is the protected understanding, protected wisdom that guide all affairs that we call Pariharika Panya. Yeah. So here in the Buddha answer, we need to understand very important 3 kind of wisdom: Jati Panya, Nibbana understanding, and insight wisdom, Vipassanā Panya, and Pariharika Panya, protected wisdom. Protected means that protected from the danger of defilement, kilesa. Okay? Yeah. So, after understanding like this, we see a little bit more explanation here. Bhikkhu. Atapi Nipako Bhikkhu in the Buddha answer. So, what is the meaning of Bhikkhu? So, a person see fear, Bayan Ekati Bhikkhu. Bayan Ekati Bhikkhu in Pali. Bayan means the fear in the round rebut. Yeah. Ekati means a sea. So that person we call Bhikkhu. So here Bhikkhu means not only monk. The lay people who see the fear in the round rebut, the lay people also we can call Bhikkhu. Okay, so that person he succeed in untangling this tangle. So ima vijjati jatan. The Buddha answer in Pali. Ko ima vijjati jatan. So just as the whole answer of the Buddha stanza, we see just as a man standing on the ground and taking up the well-sharpened knife. The example, might disentangle, great tangle the bamboo like this. A person who fear in the round of river, we call Bhikkhu, who possesses the 6 things, namely this virtue. 6 things meaning here is a mention, Buddha mentioned 6 things. Virtue, sila, and chitta meaning here concentration, samadhi, and then 3 kind of, and then atapi, viriya, isn't it? Effort, and 3 kind of wisdom. Chati Panya, Nevi wisdom, and then Vipassanā Panya, insight wisdom, and Pariharika Panya, protected wisdom. So, altogether 6 things, namely this virtue, this concentration, described under the heading of consciousness, chittang, and then 3-4 understanding, Chati Panya, Vipassanā Panya, Pariharika Panya, and then this other meaning is viriya, effort, standing on the ground of virtue, taking up with the hand or the protected understanding, exerted by the power energy. The knife is like a wisdom, insight understanding. So wisdom, where sharpen is we need again and again, isn't it? So Chati Panya, and then again and again sharpening become the insight wisdom. Vipassanā Panya, change. Vipassanā Panya change into protective wisdom, Pariharika Panya. So where sharpen means where sharpen on the stone of concentration. Concentration like sharpen a stone. Concentration, that the Buddha gave the example very clear. The stone of concentration, our understanding like a knife, sharpen, practice Vipassana again and again. So that knife of the wisdom, very sharp to disentangle, to cut away and demolish or eradicate all tangle or craving, all defilement that's overgrown his own life continuity. Like this. So there's nothing for him to do about the Nibbana understanding. Just Nibbana understanding, Chati Panya is we need, but not enough. On the account of which he is called wise, but he needs training. For that, has been established in him simply by the influence of the previous karma. That's why our life need to be considered previous karma and present karma as well. Two kind of karma. Yeah. Only one karma, if you take it, that's wrong. We need to take two kind of karma, previous karma and present karma. Yeah. It's very, very important. So the Buddha teaching, some person they don't understand properly. They think, oh, karma means past karma. Only past karma? No. It's not right. Present karma also we need to consider. Okay. So here he called it wise because of the Nibbana understanding Jatipanya, but that meaning is the influence of previous karma in his life. But the what's it's not enough, but the what's ardent and sagacious mean by preserving the energy, the kind of here described. Energy is very strongly energy, and by acting in full awareness with understanding. Full awareness means very, very strongly concentration and wisdom, inside wisdom, the practice again and again here. So that action should be based on the bhakti. So having become well established in bhakti, so develop serenity, concentration, samadhi, and inside wisdom, panya, that are described as the concentration and understanding. So what has been shown in this stanza so far is the three training, isn't it? Three training is that the first training is a sila, bhakti, and second training is a concentration with the virya, effort. And that training with the virya and wisdom. So the dispensation, the teaching of Buddha is good in three ways. Okay? Three way meaning is one way is a sila, morality, and then second one is a concentration, samadhi, third one is a wisdom, panya. So the necessary condition for the threefold clear vision, vijja, we call in Pali, and avoidance of two extreme, the kama sukhalika niyoga, the two extreme meanings are mentioned in the first discourse of the Buddha, Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta, kama sukhalika niyoga and atta-kilamata niyoga, set modification, atta-kilamata, and things, yeah. So these two extremes we need to avoid. So here the teaching is like this: avoidance of the two extremes and the cultivation of the middle way, Eightfold Noble Path. Okay. So finally we will get the purification of the mind. So that is a part of purification, what the Buddha teach. What we need to follow. Okay. Okay. So right now we have to stop here. It's already 4:00. We will stop here, and next week we will continue. Okay. Anyway, thank you very much for your watching. So this is very important, a clear message today we get from the Buddha teaching. If we want to make a purification of mind, we need to follow the way. The way is we need to take the three training. Three training is vacuum, training of vacuum, training of concentration, and training of wisdom with very strong effort. Okay. Thank you very much for your watching. So the more before stop the lecture, We wish the more Buddha teachings stay longer and longer in the universe, so we will get the benefit to purify our mind. Okay, so we wish the Buddha teaching to stay in the universe, to which like this. Buddha Sasana Chiyanti Tatu in 3 times, please. Buddha Sasana Chiyanti Tatu. Buddha Sasana Chiyanti Tatu. Buddha Sasana Chiyanti Tatu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you very much for your watching. See you next time. See you next week, Wednesday, 2 p.m. Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye-bye.